Welcome back, everybody, to Rimworld. It is 2 hours before Wave 75 turns up. What I've wanted to do is kind of expand the kill box here very, very quickly. I don't think we're going to have quite enough time to do it because we didn't have much time before the end of episode and before the end of last episode and before the next raid. But to be honest, it shouldn't take too long. And what I'm thinking is we'll try and expand this kill box, the actual sort of kill box itself, a little bit further so that we can get as many traps in as possible here, because these raids are starting to get very, very powerful. Not necessarily in terms of the weapons and the armor that they're turning up with, but in just in terms of raw numbers. So we're going to need to put down a lot more bear traps if we do want to take these guys down. It's kind of a big steel use. However, right now we've got a lot of steel, so I figured we might as well capitalize on it. We'll also deal with this kill box as well, because as you can see, they're kind of getting quite a good distance through that. So getting some traps down in this one as well quickly wouldn't hurt. Now, a lot of you guys pointed out yesterday that there are, and I actually completely missed this. I'm not sure how I did miss it, but on the Android Workbench, there are... I thought that there were only basic arm replacements. I completely missed the basic leg replacements, so I don't want to build any more hydraulic legs. We only want to build the regular legs. Hydraulic legs, they can carry more, they move slower. It's an okay trade-off, but I honestly would prefer just the regular basic leg replacements. I completely missed that, my bad, but I'm not going to go around replacing them all because they're okay. They're fairly good balance, you know, they can carry more, they just move a bit slower. Not a problem because we know when the raids are turning up, right? We're not going to get ever caught out or anything like that. So I'll make sure that we've got more of those going in the future. I'll probably get 4 queued up now because we always seem to be missing legs. People have asked that no more 0 on the front line. Fine, okay? I will. Now we don't need it. We definitely don't need it anymore. You know, when we had the big fire, when we lost a lot of people, then it was worthwhile. But nowadays, it's not worth it. So we might as well just keep him locked up in his lab for a while. I am still going to keep him drafted, just in case the AI, for whatever reason, decides he wants to go, you know, watch the stars or whatever out in the middle of this field and walk through the cupboard to get himself shot. So we'll set his defensive position in the lab so that he's never going to be in any danger again, because he is our assimilator bot at the end of the day. We'll work on installing his lab first, deepest and furthest back into the base. We'll put a big vault. Might even build him a nutrient paste dispenser or whatever, because he is, at the end of the day, our research bot. Try and lock him in a room by himself. Okay, here we go. Just as we got one of the traps finished there, unfortunately I have turned off Outlanders. Right, so we're looking at 46. Wow. A lot of you are also pointing out we really should be, even if 0 is not on the front lines, we really should be using someone on this mortar, and I fully agree. I think the mortar is a big miss. We could mortar them as they're coming up through here. Now, what we might want to do is actually set an area somewhat similar to sort of this one, really, where it's not so much rebuilding, but a big area where we can just mortar a load of people as they're slowed down quite heavily. Oh, people also want me to check out trench warfare too, which we'll absolutely look at. We need to look at a lot of the research that we've been picking up. I kind of wanted to wait till we moved into a new base, but we'll take a look regardless. Okay, everyone into defensive position then. I have set 0 to take up position in the lab so that he is safe and not at any risk of being wiped out here. Everyone else, please get through the kill box as quickly as possible. There we go. I did make sure that was all opened up too. All right, let's see what we're up against then. I'm not going to bother with the mortar this time around. I want to see how our flame traps do. And the best metric for that is obviously, I mean, let the enemies come and see how they do against the flame traps. Man, we can actually almost fit everybody into the kill box. Now, we need to move some of this slag as well. There's like a lot of just general cleaning up we need to do, you know, getting these stones out of the kill box too. Let's save this as the current defensive position then. Okay, I think these flame turrets are going to help out quite a lot. They are in armor shield, so I don't know if that'll affect things a little bit. Kind of assume they'd be a bit more inflammable at that stage, but let's see what we're up against. That's a good argument for building the actual trap area of the kill box much longer. 42 has survived all of that anyway. So right now, what it's really doing is just to act to stagger them now that first guy is passed. I still don't like the fact they can stand still on those sandbags. They're not supposed to be able to do that, but they absolutely can. It's a little bit frustrating. Oh god, there goes the fire. Okay, well, it definitely worked as intended. Very nice. We need to move the... Oh my god. Holy shit, they've also started firing at us. This actually works out really well. Look at how many of them right now. Just take a look here. How many are actually on fire? How many can't fight back because they are inflamed? There's so many of them. Wow, these flame turrets have really laid it down, huh? Holy shit, wow. None of our people are injured, besides Builderbot took a shot, Cremationbot, Cleanybot took a shot there, and Cleanybot got hit by an explosive, some sort of flame grenade, maybe Molotov, something like that. This area is actually working against us at this point. That's not very good. That was acting as almost, we need to put more sandbags down there to force them through into this zone. That's just acting as sort of cover for them at this point. Oh god, those flame turrets worked way too well, didn't they? Look at that, and here comes the rain to put out the fire, which apparently is what happens when there's too much fire on a map, which I didn't actually know until last series. Okay, get to putting out that fire then, team. Wow, very good. Holy shit, I'm actually genuinely really impressed by that. Look at how little rebuild we have to do as well. Very good. How about this for an idea? Why don't we put a long-wave radio around the kill box so that as they're killing people, they have entertainment and they're happy about it? It seems like a weird idea, but they're only 10... I mean, they're 10 components. Oh, and to be fair, we've only got 10 components left. Okay, in the future, this is a good idea because it will give them recreation as they gun down many, many invaders. War crimes with a soundtrack. I think that's a great plan. We'll get that sorted out. But look at that. The rebuild's already done. We've just got a few more traps to reset, and that's essentially it. We've got like a door to rebuild there. We've got 1.1 days left to go. So those flame traps, I think, have really sort of revolutionized. Just the ability to stun enemies means that we spend less time tending to our own people, and obviously they're running around. Less turrets means less damage against the wall as well. Just works so much better. Now, what I am doing is removing them, or specifically placing them in better places. Right now, you might have noticed all three of those turrets homed on the same guy, and then they took longer to reload, and then it was kind of a bit... We want them staggered for the most sort of effective targeting. The targeting on these turrets are kind of garbage, I'll be honest. I kind of hope we can also get some better turrets at some stage as well. Anyway, let's go through our entire list of buildable items here and see what we've got that's useful, because we've done a lot of research recently that I've basically overlooked. So, Rimworld is quite a large-scale mod designed to harvest oil. So you can see we can build these oil wells, we can build your sort of standard storage there as well. Resource console. I have no idea how this mod works, but it seems fairly resource intensive. Now, we don't have the components to look at it right now, but it apparently can really, really help out with our chem fuel needs later on. So that might be something to take a look at. Oh, large chem fuel power plant. Oh, very cool. Oh, so we're pumping up oil from the ground, and then we can turn that straight into power, or I guess use it for other things as well. Oh, interesting. We can also basically make plastic out of it with form of synthylene there. So like some sort of fractional distillation thing going on. Synthylene refiner, I guess that would be it then. Oh, very cool. Okay, this is a lot more in-depth than I thought. I thought it would just be like another, like a Rim Atomics equivalent thing, but for oil with power rather than nuclear resource. But it's a lot deeper than that, I realize now. We also do have access to Rim Atomics, but I still want to get android beds. I know I said it a lot, but without that, we are in so much trouble if our people are ever injured. Oops, one of the prisoners' brains fell out. That was very... Wow, what a convenient thing that happened. Just ignore that. Don't worry about that. There we go. Okay. Oh, failed catastrophically and crushed her brain. Well, I guess we technically didn't harvest an organ, so they probably won't be too upset about that. Metal alloy barricades. Okay, we don't really need any more defenses, really, but that's not too bad. Right, so we've seen the Rimworld stuff. Rim Atomics is obviously Rim Atomics. We sort of know, if you've watched any of the other series, you sort of know how that might work. Glitternet hubs and Glitternet processors. Again, it would be 10 components. We've only got 20 left at this point. It's a very good mod, but I want to build up that cave lab before we commit to things like that. I want to make sure this area is all built up and ready to go. So we'll get all this stuff. Can we reinstall these? Oh, thank God. Otherwise, that would have been a real problem if we lost all those brains building up all this stuff, huh? And obviously, we want to save up some of our resources as well for the actual brain processors so that we can blitz through some more research. Glitternet, we've got temperature. I mean, I imagine your fairly standard stuff there. Overwall coolers, overwall vents, and we've got some other various refrigeration stuff. Not really too relevant there. Recreation, we've got a load of stuff, so I really should put down some extra stuff there as well, because we've only really got, what, like, billiards and... Oh, man, look at our power. Oh, damn, grid excess is really low. Why? We just got unlucky with our power consumption recently. Do we need this biosun lamp? It's taking up 1,000 watts. I'm going to turn that off for the time being. Just because I think that might be, like it's telling me what flicking a switch does in Rimworld. I think we're going to turn that off for the time being because it's a little bit too expensive. Actually, we should start saving up for hydroponics because this thing's going to be super, super good for hydroponics. Oh, the only problem is if we're going to super chill the base right down, having a sort of indoor greenhouse style thing will act as basically a central zone for any infestations to kick off. So we need to be very, very careful of that. Medical bot, can you disable that for us, like, right now? Because this is, sounds like those flame turrets put a bigger strain on the grid than I was expecting. Like, they've really... They only use 100 watts. We're really that close to being over our power consumption. What's changed? Have they cut through a cable, maybe? Not as far as I can tell. Everything looks the same. That's so weird. I don't know why suddenly we're... I can't spot anything. I'm sure you guys might see something that I'm missing here, but that's really, really odd. Okay, we'll carry on with things. We've got 6 more hours. This rebuild's gone pretty well. It's just given us... The point is, right now in between the waves, I'm trying to empty this out as much as possible. I think we'll start building things then. So, what do we want to actually build the edge of the base out of? So, sterile labs obviously give slightly higher research speed. Saying that, don't really mind what we build the walls out of. We've got a shitload of marble, so why not? Let's go decadent. Let's build a nice marble lab right at the very, very edge of the map. What do you think, like, as far as possible? It would mean more digging, but I don't think we'll need it for the time being. Why don't we build it over here? That way we've got room for expansion if necessary. Say we get some other research at the end of things that require, you know, requires some more room. So I'm going to do that 14 by 14. That way the roof, I think, can be held up in the center. It's 8 blocks. So that's obviously 14 by 14, diameter of 7, or radius of 7 from the center, although that's not quite true because the center would actually be 13. Don't worry about it. Point is the roof can hold itself up. We'll do that then. That will be our lab, and we'll get Zero moved far back into the cave. Then we also need to start working on chilling the place. How are we going to do that? That is a great question. To be honest, we could have this as the main entrance. So actually, what we really could have going on here is another kill box, like an inter-cave kill box for drop pods. So ideally, we still want to be able to get to this kill box as fast as raids turn up. Obviously, we have some notifications, so even if it's a case of leaving what they're currently doing an hour beforehand, then they should still get there. But ideally, I think we want to probably dig this out into another kill zone, kill box style thing, and then leave the base via this, so then go up through there, and then have them enter the base via this area. And that could be the main entrance. Then we'll use this area all as a way to actually cool the base, because obviously we need a shitload of coolers to cool this entire damn cave. One thing I'm really impressed with right now is how much of the actual slag we've got through in the base, because there was so much of it. Remember, all of this area that that's taken up by lentils now was all filled up with slag from that gigantic raid and from all the other turrets that have blown up. And we've almost got through it all. There's only a few pieces left, like 51 pieces left. Might seem like a lot, but given how much there was it's quite an impressive turnaround. Okay, how are we doing in terms of power then? Obviously, solar panels are on right now, so we should be able to at least get through this raid, which is a siege. Now, ironically, sieges are probably the easiest things we've got right now. So 29, androids again, higher tier androids, much more points, much easier raid, I would argue. Plus the siege as well means that we can have Zero on the mortar just shelling them. Why are you helping out mining? What? What? Oh, because he's delivering. I like him having him a high deliver, because it means after raids he can really help build things up, but I don't think it's necessary anymore, is it? Okay, Zero, let's get you on that turret. Let's have them shelled. I want them to build some artillery so that we can try and reclaim their artillery if possible, like how we got that original mortar there. Let's see what they build. Where are they going to start building anyway? Here we go. So I want them to finish building that before we start shelling them, so that... Zero. That was a fantastic shot, but I'm so annoyed at you. That was an absolutely incredible shot, but I've never been so annoyed in my life. He only killed one of them, but he perfectly hit the fucking artillery. God damn it. Okay, well, there's actually 15 components there, so that's quite nice. All right, they're on their way, then. This should be a fairly easy raid, because it's just a small android raid at this stage. Figured, why not? Let's try it. We've got some incendiary shells loaded. We're going to shell our own kill box just to see how much damage it will do. I mean, if they even catch fire just going through here, that will help out a smallest, like only a tiny bit, but it's better than nothing. Oh shit, one of our turrets have broken down. Not that it should matter too much. How many are going to survive this as well? There's only 20 androids left. They might even start fleeing before they get through the kill box at this rate. Will they start with like 29? This is going to be interesting. This should be a very quick raid. 1.8 days left. We got super lucky with that initial fire there. Good job. There we go. Oh, yeah, it's over. Unreal. You can stop shelling now. Thank you, Zero. Go back to your research, old man. Good lord. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'll let you go back to things, and let's get this fire put out as soon as possible. Very nice. That's insanely good. Oh, very nice. The androids brought some charge weapons to the base. Look at that. We've got a charge SMG, which I assume would be pretty decent, right? Let's get to the weapons tab a second. Sort by DPS. Charge SMG. We've got 2 of them. They're actually pretty good. They're better than carbines. I assume less range, though. Oh, but much better accuracy. Look at the accuracy on those things. Wow. That's at close range, bearing in mind. Which, if we give it to the people who stand sort of in this area, those would be very effective, and the DPS is higher anyway. Okay, I think those could be pretty good then. I'm enjoying that. Right, so let's also flip you over to your weapon here. 20 hours left just to get this rebuild done. It shouldn't take too long. We're building some new things there as well as a couple of extra searchlights. We've got the turrets reinstalled. The actual resetting of the trap should start now. Very good. How are we doing it on this other little the little lab? It's going pretty well. That was a lot quicker than I thought, given that we haven't really been putting too much work into it. Obviously interrupted by 2 raids so far, so... The lab's finished. Not so sure about the kill box, though. Did we actually get to... Oh, thank God. Okay, I thought they might have prioritized building the cave lab over the other stuff. Oh, yikes. Another android uprising. Okay. They are turning up with a look. Another charge SMG there. Looks as if their weapons are starting to upgrade, which could be kind of a bit of a red flag, but that's okay. So they got miniguns. They've got... Besides that, a lot of kind of low-tier weapons. A lot of hand cannons, pistols, revolvers. I mean, one's turned up with a fucking axe, which is a bit weird. But okay, I think we still should be good. Let's get everyone into defensive positions and switch everything back over. That's annoying. That's actually really genuinely quite annoying. Why are these guys not... Okay, some of them actually haven't drafted, so I need to be more attentive with this in the future. Oh, shit. Okay, well, he's apparently a mile away. Where is this guy, sorry? Commissioner, what the hell are you doing? I did hit the defensive positions button because half of them worked, but just a few didn't. So I need to be very careful about that in the future. I don't know if that's a problem with the mod or whether I just didn't press the bloody button hard enough. Okay, that's obviously a joke. Cremation bot, get over there. Let's get you into position as well. There we go. I'll save this as the new defensive positions because we've since moved some slag around and obviously moved the turrets too. So, all right, let's see what we're up against here. Again, all the traps are around. This should be a fairly simple raid. Androids tend to be. Let's go ahead and save that as defensive position. I have got 0 on the mortar for whatever it's worth. I don't think it really helped out at all. Gotta be careful we also don't shell Chefbot now in the process, so be a bit careful with that. Shell loaded, high explosive shell. He's also just not doing anything. Watch him for targets. I mean, he's definitely on the gun, right? Oh, there we go. Right. High explosive shell. You know what? I'm going to say let's not bother with that, Chief. You just go about your business. I feel like hitting our own kill box with that just won't help things out. We're looking at 41 survivors out of all of that, but you can kind of see here the lower tier, much slower androids towards the back aren't probably going to get here in time before these guys have been so heavily destroyed that they all go into retreat anyway. So, oh god, there we go. That's a much better flame turret layout, huh? Just being beset by all sides like that by fire is absolutely... Oh, look at them, they're all running around. So this guy's not attacking, this guy's not attacking, this guy's not attacking. That is so good. This is so good, because they're all acquiring different targets, too, because they're more spread out. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Let's turn the speed up, then, because I think this is going to be an absolute cakewalk in terms of, yeah. That worked so well. Did anybody take any damage at all? I mean, obviously, Chefbot, but I think we're good. That's insane. Okay. We putting out these fires? Did someone want to go... What the fuck? Why are they not putting out the fires? Firefight is, I assume, highest priority. Are you guys alright? I guess because the rain's coming? They've all decided to go for the crops instead of putting out the fire, which is a little bit concerning. Okay, very strange. I've actually never seen that. That counts as home area, doesn't it? Hang on. Maybe that's why. Your guess is as good as mine at that stage, Chief. I have no idea why they are not fighting those fires. What if I draft them and undraft them? Still nothing. That's so odd. Someone want to go rescue Chefbot? Zero, go rescue Chefbot for me. Oh, God, no bloody beds left. All right. What's wrong with that one? Oh, someone's probably reserved it already, I assume? No unreachable, unreserved, non-prisoner bed in safe temperature. Okay, then. Never mind. We'll put down some more garbage sleep zones just to, I'm only putting these down for medical purposes, I should point out. They don't ever sleep in them. It's just good to have some spare for situations like this, right? What do you mean? No unreachable... What? Oh my god. I'm understanding why they're also not putting out the fire, because I've restricted them to get out carts rather than hometown. That's yeah, that's a big oopsie. That's a real big... That's just extremely dumb town. That's also... I also set them to unrestricted so they can go and haul in all those extra components. You know, we were quite low on components at the start. Obviously, the components left behind by the siegers, I thought that'd be quite good to bring to the base. That explains so much. Unreal. So we have Bionics. I was gonna let this one go. I was originally gonna cancel it, but I'm not sure whether or not androids can receive it. So I thought we'll leave it just in case we do actually... It would be a real shame to actually miss out on these high-tier Bionics. It's going to have to be a test. I have no idea whether or not they can receive them. They're obviously specific Android Bionics, so I'll assume it's probably a safe bet they can't, but it wasn't much more research to obviously just let it finish off there, so why not? And actually, look at the amount of research we've got through. Very impressive. Still no Android beds, though. Okay. What else can we build you, then, to help out? Quad brain processor? I'd rather wait. So, we don't have 4 brains. What are you talking about? We definitely have 4 brains. We definitely have 4 brains. It's losing its mind. Ignore the game. It's lying to us. Right, so quad brain processor, 4 brains, 40 components. This is why I wanted to get the other stuff. We still need 10 advanced components. We're 8 out of 10 right now. Crafting bot's still working on that ballistic combat gun. Now, people were concerned I might accidentally smelt that. I'm manually updating the weapons when we get too many in our stockpile. That way we can also get an indication for, like, we've got a lot of carbines left over now. We've got a lot of PDWs as well that we might want to smelt down. Anti-met rifle, probably never going to use that. They generally tend to be quite crap. Flamethrower and incendiary launcher, those could be good for... Oh, man, especially the flamethrower. As I recall, they were quite OP, weren't they? Might smelt down a lot of these carbines things. We've got a lot of spare of those. My god. Carbines and, what do you think, LMGs next to be smelted down? Granted, that's the sort of weapons here right now. I think PDWs are definite. Those can definitely go on the list because those are kind of garbage. Okay, so smelt weapon, PDW, and then all the jobs are linked as well. If you've not used the linkable jobs one, it's very, very useful. So when I tick PDW on this, it'll update to every single one of the smelteries. You don't have to go through each one updating it separately. Okay, I would normally cancel this. Slap a few orbital relay launch modules onto a traditional transport pod, and voila, you've got a ship capable of return flight. This is a spaceship pod, essentially, that we can take off and obviously come back in. I'm kind of tempted to cancel it, but it's 180 extra research on top of what we would need to cancel it, so we might as well just let it go. Give us access to potentially more useful research later on. Let's get the lab reinstalled then. All we need to do is get these damn rocks out here, which I guess we can mark as haul urgently. Superpod is now finished. The actual other sort of choke point kill box for the entrance area, and we'll wall back over this zone. That's what I meant by that. And then we've got a bit more of a tiered entrance. Yeah, I think this is going to be pretty good. I think this is going to be quite a nice mountain base. We do need to start cooling it pretty soon, though. Otherwise, we do run the risk, obviously, quite large infestations. If we talked about cargo pods, what have we got? Oh, an agricultural trader, too, might be worth taking a look at. Damn it, why did I cancel that? Okay. Cargo pods. Let's take a look. What have you got for me? Tomato snowbee. Oh, great. Okay. Shouldn't have even bothered checking. We're already built, though. Man, okay, so I think next up, then, let's build another layer. This might be a little bit ambitious. Why don't we just take this and just flip it? I didn't mean to call it E. That was my bad. I was trying to flip it. Why don't we do that? And then have exactly the same thing on the other side. Fuck it. Why not? I can't think of any reason not to do that. We've got enough steel to do it. So then we'll have something like that. And then obviously when they come through this area, we need a way to Yeah, that should work, right? And then they'll run down this area. We'll have them run down this way. So we need to build a wall go in that direction. Which I'm not sure if this is really the best way to do it, but hey, I mean, it's pretty... In fact, we could probably... If I plan this out properly, we could use this area as well. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to plan this out a bit better. How's that? A whole second tier to the kill box. We might not have enough... what are we building out of right now? Granite, so we might have to replace that as we go. What I'll do then is we'll start forbidding it... we'll start unforbidding it as we go here. So do it section by section, ensure that it's being built to sort of a sensible level. So if we go ahead and allow those next, then we can just keep repeating this ad infinitum. You know, it's a modular system, so we could just carry this on all the way across there, for example, and we might never need to fight another man again. So I think it's a lot quicker to rearm traps than it is to shoot people dead. So we've only got 3 hours. We're not going to get much progress done today, but for tomorrow, that is going to be, as in tomorrow in game, that's going to be our sort of big goal here, because, I mean, it's just a case of sort of reinstalling the lab stuff now, isn't it? Oh, running some power to the base certainly wouldn't hurt. Can we run a big old cable down the entrance, if you don't mind? Let's do something like that, I guess. It's not very pretty, but, I mean, it's just got to, you know, it's just got to get the job done. I don't care about how it looks. There we go. That'll do. And then we'll get all that stuff reinstalled when that power cable is finished. Improved glitternet processors. Very nice. We haven't really got the resource against be doing glitternet stuff yet. Deep drilling. We'll wait for all this extra security stuff to be built first. Deep drilling, things like that. Obviously, orbital traders as well is going to be a nice big game for us. I want to build the next brain processor before we really commit to other stuff. Tribespeople. Great idea. 80 tribespeople raiders, not a problem at all. Those guys are basically walking candles. These flame traps are going to have an absolute field day against those guys. Right, everyone into position then. Hopefully there isn't anyone too far away from home. Ooh, the game's not happy about this many people on the map. Okay, I think we're fine. There we go. Ballistic Goggles has apparently deteriorated away into nothing. That's a shame. Are we fine? Oh, right, it's the mortar. Oh my god, so Zero automatically gets on defensive position onto the mortar then. Oh, that's kind of cool. I'd rather you didn't, to be honest, because you're going to end up doing more damage to our own kill box. But he might get lucky and kill a couple occasionally. All right, here we go. It does take the game an awful long time to work out. I mean, look at how slow they move. This is on speed 4, by the way. Obviously not now. It's like, oh my god, that poor person. Just got absolutely incinerated. Maybe 3 flame traps is a little bit overkill, huh? All right, here we go. Let's see what we're up against then. Critical alert fire. You don't say. Yeah, okay. 76 tribal raiders. This could pose a threat. I'm not entirely sure. Although, judging by the rate things are going for him, I mean, just judging by this number dropping extremely quickly, maybe not. Apologize if it's very loud. There's a lot of gunfire going on. Let me just crank that down a little bit. Game volume, music volume. I wonder if it says we're back on Merciless yet. Because it... There we go. Okay, it does say it again. Because remember yesterday when I reinstalled all the mods, because obviously I reset my PC, it didn't say anything. We are still back on that, so that's quite nice. Okay, there we go. They're fleeing. All right. Just let the corpses burn? No, I don't think so. We'll let our guys go and start doing repairs and what's necessary now. Because if they do come into contact with any of these guys, they can just shoot them dead. Not a problem. Oh, there we go. Basic enhancements. Sorry, it does say enchantments. Android tiers. Very nice. Okay, so wait, did we not already research that? Oh, no, we got... Oh, very cool. Okay, so we already got advanced programming. Now we're getting basic enchantments. Research into basic consumable enhancements that aid mechanical pawns for a short amount of time. Right, so this is like your go juice or whatever. Very cool. Oh, look at that one as well. Construct Android upgrade station, Android upgrade cabinet switching proof. That's what we need. Those are the Android hospital beds. This is the first step towards that. Thank you. Oh, God, okay. And then also, you know, advanced androids. Then we've got, I mean, mind implant sounds incredible. Mining upgrades to combat upgrades. Wow, very nice. Air persona fabrication. Learn how to create AI persona calls from scratch. Oh, wow. So there are tier 5 androids. We don't have access to them. You can't build them or anything. You find them out in the world. So that might be one good reason to get those spacer pods. Now, only a tier 5 android can research Archotech upgrades. So we will have to get that before we can get the highest level android research possible. That's sort of the end game for us. So that's still going to be quite a long time away. We have to just get lucky with one of the missions too. I have no idea what else we need to trigger that. Maybe we need to have a tier 4 android on the base somewhere. More advanced components. Holy shit, that's everything we need for the brain, isn't it? Oh, that's cool. Okay, I think to celebrate our new, the start of our new mountain base, why don't we put the brain smack bang in the middle? Let's go for, oh, there's our super pod as well. What do they look like? They're kind of cool. It's very, very difficult to get an idea of what they will look like. Yeah, we do need a lot of components for that. We're obviously not going to build it yet. It's not really relevant at all. Might be a waste of resources. Power is going pretty well. How are we looking in terms of the kill box expansion? We're just sort of rebuilding what we've already got. That's fair enough. Okay. Obviously, trying to build the lab and also trying to build these things as well. We can't prioritize one building after another. Much rather than work on this than work on the lab, because this is what's keeping us alive. But maybe I should build some more builder bots then. Or maybe we should flip the repair bots into builder bots as well. It can't hurt, can it? I mean, there's no reason not to. I mean, either that or they'll do, like, refining and other weird stuff first, like cremating. I think I'd rather them help out with the construction than do some of the other secondary jobs we've built for them. Very nice. Look at this. I thought I'd just unforbid everything and let them go butt wild, because certain things we might not be able to build anyway right now. We might be lacking, say, I don't know, granite, for example. We're not, but just an example, we might need to replace some of it anyway. So I thought I'd just see what they got up to, see how much we got built here. We've got plenty of steel, so we might as well get the traps laid as well. We're not going to have it built before the next raid, but the one after that, I think this is all going to be absolutely finished. Bear in mind that there's nothing else to really do in the lab right now. We've got some lights installed. We could start reinstalling everything, and to be honest, we get anybody to really do that. We need a new research bench, though, which is a bit of a shame. Should we put the quad brain processor in the center? We need 40 components, though. Oh, yikes. Okay. Let's put that in the center, because I think that's going to look pretty cool. It's also not really the center. Oh, I'm going to have to make the room bigger. Ah, okay. We'll put it there, then I'll make the room one block bigger. All right, fine. We do have some spare components sort of kicking around here, so it's not going to be very difficult to fulfill that. That's going to be cool. That's absolutely going in the middle. Then we'll get these sort of installed in various points around the room. Maybe one in each corner, something like that, and then one in the center as well. I haven't really planned this out at all. I'm just you know, sort of spitballing ideas for the time. Maybe we can always reorganize it depending on the actual layout of things. Oh, for God's sake. More Panthers. The Panthers have bailed us out. They've given us plenty of ample time today to get this lab finished, which I'm really, really glad about. Thank you. So this probably means we're going to be fighting a raid of Panthers. Though they are up against people in power armor, so it might be kind of an even fight. They are fleeing. Oh, God, the Panthers, they are way too strong. 40 Panthers. I'm not really concerned about that. Also, we've got a lot of technology as well in the kill box, by the way. Also, sorry, in the stockpile that I really want to get through at some stage as well. 6 industrial tech, 1 space tech. We've got 6 Neolithic, but I think we were finished with those, weren't we? So, let's get everyone into defensive positions. It might be unnecessary, but let's make sure this goes. I think they're probably all just going to die on the traps anyway, which is... Oh, medical bot. Oh, you fool. I was too intent on watching that. Run. Run, medical bot. You can do it. That's it. Oh, my God. He might actually survive this. The Panthers have got to cross rocks no matter what. Run, medical bot. I love that he's fighting Panthers with a minigun. That will never get old. Oh, shit. We might have a problem here. Medical bot's going to get killed. There we go. Okay, he's not going to get killed, but he is down, which is a bit of a shame. Okay, is everyone in position? What is going on with these positions still? Did I not save their new defensive positions? Okay, there we go. And then we'll set you guys and then say save as defensive positions. Probably also get your guns equipped, just in case. Actually, I don't know. Let's wait and see. Oh, my God, he's shelling them. Zero. We've talked about this. I thought I changed his defensive position about a bloody dozen times. Well, get the hell out of here. Stop shelling the Panthers. It's a waste of shells. Okay, save position. There we go. All right, team. Let's see what we're up against. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go full bore and make the assimilator do nothing but research. Or at least drop everything down so that we can still make him prioritize certain things if we need it. But research and then deliver. So right now we should just be... I mean, eating a meal, and then after that, he should go back to his research in theory. So I'll start planning out the other lab as well. We've got brain processor in each corner. We've got our high-tech research bench, obviously. Quad brain processor, the other one's being reinstalled there. We've got room for just a brain and jar. Now, we've also got the advanced multi-analyzer, which I completely forgot about. I'm going to forbid it for the time being, because we don't have enough to build the advanced multi-analyzer and the quad brain processor. Quad brain processor gives bigger research, so we'll stick that down for now. Are we almost done with these bloody Panthers? There we go. Okay, here they come. Nice, incredible, unnecessary, but he's using a flamethrower against a Panther against the Geneva Convention. You'd assume so. I think I'm just going to set everyone to attack and just let them go back to work, because this is ridiculous. We're like hiding from 4 Panthers here. And if we don't get them, the turrets will. Right? Just go about your business, honestly. This is unreal that we're actually set up like this just to fight a few of those panthers. Like, look, this is exactly it. They're going to come around the corner, they're going to get shot. That's it. Problem solved. I also figured, given that we're going to start living in caves for a while, I've just boosted the video gamma a little bit so that you guys on mobile, especially those of you watching on mobile, should be able to see what's going on in here a little bit better. Because on my screen it looks extremely dark, so I dread to think what it'd be like on mobile. Otherwise, with the YouTube app, not that there's anything wrong with the YouTube app, it's just garbage. So hopefully you guys can see a little bit better. If you want me to tweak it anymore, please let me know, and I'll make sure that's all adjusted. Because at the end of the day, so you guys have got to watch it. Okay, things are going well then. So Zero's on that one. The rebuild is kind of unnecessary. Just got to reset all the traps. Hey, look at this. Before the next big raid comes up, you know, a significant one with raiders rather than panthers, we should have all of this finished. And this is going to basically double our defense. Very nice. Manufacturing from vanilla furniture expanded essentially adds a whole bunch of smaller workbenches, but specialized. So if we go over to production now, we'll have access to things like... Oh, sorry, this is the opposite. We've already had the other one that adds, like, the small little benches. This one adds bigger, more efficient benches. So we've got, like, the large machining table. Same size as a fabrication center. Works, obviously, much, much faster. Large electric smithy. Same thing. Large stove actually might be quite useful here. Cook meals in a third of the time. Actually, we're almost out of food. Shit. Might need to focus on that some stage. Oh, no, we've got plenty of food. It's just outside left to rot. Okay, that's good. Assembly bench. So, okay, that's what I was talking about previously, the smaller benches. So this is a much, much smaller fabrication bench, but it's only good for making components, things like that. Very cool. Okay, that's kind of useful. I mean, that was so close. Oh, I'm so annoyed by that. We had 3 blocks, like 3-4 blocks left to build, and then we'd have been able to get that whole extra layer. I should have done it the first way around. I was getting too greedy. It's just androids. More panthers, thank you. Holy shit, the panthers have bailed us out again, boys. Oh my god, they just used a triple rocket launcher against a whole herd of panthers. That's incredible. Okay, everyone, defensive positions then. That's fucking ridiculous. Twice in a row we got the panthers. They beat them. The androids used the rocket launchers on the panthers. Turns out that's quite an effective weapon. Who'd have thought? Okay, is everyone in position? I mean, the killbox should do a lot of damage because these guys have already taken, as you can see, a shitload of damage already. So these traps are going to thin them out quite nicely. Let's make sure we got our guns equipped. Medical bot, how many times do I have to change your position, my man? Save defensive position right there. Thank you. Finally, they've made it through the killbox. Still 1.9 days left to go. To be honest, these guys are probably going to start fleeing in no time. So that gives us plenty of time for... There we go. Perfect. Finishing off the killbox. Getting things nicely built up. There you go. By the time these guys put the fires out... Oh my god, tier 4 android. That is big if true. Holy shit. We need to get this guy recruited. We absolutely need to get this guy recruited. John the tier 4 android. Prisoner. Recruit. Immediately. 99%. Oh. Personality change. Remove self-will. How do we force him? Personality change is not right. Overclock brain. It was useful, but again, not useful. What did I just say? Remove self-will. I don't think we'll make him our slave. I think it won't convert him to our side. It will just make him... It will remove any personality. I think it will also affect his work speed as well. I'm not sure, but that's very nice. Oh, Builderbot's being shot. Probably because the last of the survivors there, last of the stragglers. Okay, let's finish this killbox then. Now we are actually finally getting somewhere. I never noticed this, but look at the chair that Zero has been doing all this research on. It's a masterwork done chair called the Divinity of Suffering. The furniture is engraved with artwork of snakes playing backgammon. The image contrasts injury with scarcity. The image is bordered by 9 weavers. Incredible. That's real deep there. Thanks, pal. Why are you guys all in bed? You're replacing... Oh, you're expecting leg replacements. Right, fair enough. Okay. Why is that not happening, then? So install... these been queued up since yesterday. Man, that sucks. Install makeshift replacement right leg. So these guys have just not been doing anything. Is that what you're telling me? Well, that's frustrating. I mean, why is that not... So CraftBot is working on them. It's just taking ages. Okay, so it is actually working. Okay, maybe they've... I don't know why they weren't doing it earlier, because I haven't changed anything. Oh, well. Another vessel. I might cancel that one, because that one is quite a significant amount of research. I really, really want to min-max this Android upgrade station now. All we need is just to actually hit it. There's no other prerequisite research besides the basic enchantments / enhancements. So we're just waiting on him to get lucky with that one. And then, what is that they're building? Oh, also, I'm building a floor in here, because it turns out this has all been marshland. So, God knows how much stuff we've had to degrade away in here. It's only this small zone where some of the clothes are on, so I'm not losing any sleep over it, but it still is fairly significant. It also is kind of an ugly building unless we rebuild this stuff, so... Come on, this is the last door. We got 0 hours. This is the final door left. Boom, there we go. Okay, so that is the entire new section of the kill box built. Let's just double check. So they run down here. I'm just going to make sure I've got everything perfect. Seems to be fine on that side. Okay, so this is where I'm concerned about. Yeah, okay, look, there was an extra door I put down there by accident. Get that one removed. So glad I did double check in hindsight. Oh, God, Builderbot, I'm so sorry. I might have just condemned you to death. Everyone else back in position besides Builderbot. How can I... Okay, well, let's say defensive positions on that side then. Defensive positions on that side. Come on, come on. Faster, faster, faster. What are we up against? Androids to the hills to the uprising. No panthers this time, I assume. Oh, God, that's a lot. Shit, 51 androids. Wow. Okay, 51 androids. Are we looking at no explosive weaponry, which is good. No rocket launchers, nothing like that. Okay. Now we'll see whether or not this this thing was worth it. Quickly run to your defensive position. My God. Okay, go. Speedy, speedy, speedy. Run, 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 run. Oh, Builderbot. Okay, I think we're fine. Safe. Okay. Now we see the new kill box in action. Oh, God, I just think how long it's going to take me to bloody get through this. Oh, my God. Shall I leave it recording and we'll just put it on fast speed so you guys can see what I've been cutting out? Okay, there we go. They're finally here. So how many survived that whole ordeal? 32 left. Very nice. Okay, we thinned them out very, very well. I did kind of forget to get their weapons equipped. Not that it really matters too much because they get it equipped instantly there. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we're up against. Still shouldn't be a problem at all, I wouldn't say. I think all of our raiders at this stage aren't much of a threat, but drop pods always are going to be the one thing that will probably end up killing this base. And these guys are going to go into retreat in no time at all, given that the amount they've already lost the traps. There we go. That'll do it. Might as well gun down any survivors there mercilessly. Well done, team. Got one survivor there. It's Builderbot and Cleaning Bot against him, and a single turret there too. Don't smash my doors, for fuck's sake. Do you know how long these things take to rebuild every day? You cowards. Alright, go on then. Oh, there it is. Look, Ballistic Combat Gun's actually finished as well. Oh, nice. The Unstoppable Wolverine. Wow, very nice. Hundreds of robots appear beneath the main subject. That's incredible news. Who's our best shot then? Who's not Zero? So, obviously Zero is going to be staying all the way up in the case. So 13.84, 20.99 Builderbot. I think it's almost certainly going to be him, isn't it? Everyone's got good shooting, but when you spend, you know, half your time every day shooting, that's kind of understandable. Get it then. So this guy can't equip a sidearm because he's, I don't know why, is it too heavy? No free space? Oh, there we go. No, he actually can. Oh, so the charge LMG is actually too heavy for him to... That's kind of nice. Okay. Who's our next best shot? Because they can have the spare charge LMG in that case. You've got a minigun, which, you know, there's good merit to that. 12.17. You got 16.31 with the carbine. That'll do. Okay, you come grab this then. Congratulations. You get an upgrade as well. This is cool. We got charge shotguns. We got charge SMGs. I might actually start swapping some people over to those then in a second. What the hell is that? We just got that from an orbital, you know, the daily orbital trade. Recon Bolter? Cybernetic warfare. Oh, that's always a good sign. Show me the damage, boy. Was that DPS? Oh my God, what was that we were just sorted by then? Recon Bolter. I have no idea. What is it? Recon Bolter. Value of 2,000. DPS is 0.295. What? Damage of 5. Range of... Oh, it's a laser. Oh. Okay. Comes with a sensoric target acquisition system that can be hooked by controllers to enhance the user's vision and accuracy. Exceptionally long range, the power to melt through heavily armored force in the vaporized flesh in a blink. Okay, shooting time plus 10%, aiming time minus 10%. That sounds fun. Medical bot. Congratulations, you get the Recon Bolter for what it's worth. Another tier 4 android. My God, capture him as well then. Very good. Just got to get all these traps set back up. What about you? What are you? Tier 2? And we still got the other guy in our prison then. That's 2 tier 4 androids. We've got prison. I really need to focus on getting those guys recruited as soon as possible. What's going on with these doors? Limestone doors. We have limestone. We've got 28. That's sandstone. So we're going to have to rebuild them. It's taking some time apparently. What's that one? Slate door? We've got a slate as well. What are my builders doing if not building? Oh, they're building up here. Right, yeah, no. This comes later. This can come after we've rebuilt, you know, all of the main defenses and whatnot. Thank you. Appreciate the effort. Not really necessary. Although the big brain, I mean, that I'm fine with. That's only going to take one person to build that after all. Quad brain processor is done. Oh, there we go. Research speed factor 200%. I don't think it's working, is it? Unless this research is massive, because that must be, hang on. That is not, oh, 200%. It is working. Facilities plus 10%. Room cleanliness is only 75%. I see. Right. Okay. Multi-analyzer. So base value is 100%. Multi-analyzer plus 10. Whoa, that should be much, much higher then. 4 times brain processors, 100%. So that's 310 plus another 11. So it's 320 something. Oh, it counts as outdoors. Shit, right, okay. So if we put a door on this, the research speed is going to jump significantly. Because it's a multiplier of 0.75. Or 75%, I should say. Okay, my bad. There we go. That should help out. And now that they finished all rebuilding the traps and whatnot, we can get back up here, helping out with the building of the research room. New training. I guess it's okay. I'm sure it's got some applications beyond just medicine, right? And a mechanoid raid, right? So it's every X amount of raids, isn't it? We get mechanoids. I don't think this would be difficult at all. So I'm going to save this one for tomorrow. I know I always do that and then I always curse myself the next day, but this seems like a fairly easy raid. We've made a lot of progress today. I mean, the kill box alone is fairly impressive. We've got a fairly impressive start to our new little base as well. We need to freeze this whole thing eventually. I'll focus on doing that tomorrow. And then I guess the big move will happen. We'll set up a proper dedicated work area. We'll set up like a stockpile in the middle of the base so that we can quickly pull resources no matter where we are. It's going to be a lot more convenient over here, I think. And then eventually when we get enough power, maybe Rim Atomics. And then eventually Hydroponics bays. Oh, it's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. This is a fantastic start to the base, though. I'm pretty happy with that. Thank you all for watching. And of course, thank you to the insane top tier level patrons making the series possible in the first place. Like I said, when we get around to it, when we get those tier 3, tier 4 androids, the ones with the personalities, I'll let the patrons name those, so that hopefully we can throw them into a meat ground. And then I say, haha, that's funny. That's why I don't mind him being dying, even though on the inside I'm really, really sad that I've just let a really good asset to the colony die. Definitely never done that before. Thank you to Alchemia, Anthony Gully, Sinikiriso, at Moses, Average Gamer 419, Bacon Kitten, Ben Hoffland, Chesty, Crosis, Donald, Doolin of Gondolin, Fakuna Vasquez, Frederick, Gogolus, Harik, Harry McGowan, Iguana Squad, James Shade, Jonah Waters, Justin Wallace, Kaden Carter, Michael Mullen, Muskratful, Norstress, Necrophil, and Pelvis Presley, Rodin, Scott, Skaz, Megmastain, Somna, Shay, T-Bag Cruz, The One Ring, Tom Terror 18, Tyler Kendall, Tyler McClan, Vacuous Backers, Varagon, William Green, and Zazzy7011 for their support the insane tier levels on Patreon. Thank you for making the channel possible in the first place. And a thank you as well to Uwu Daddy, Asaro, Adam Person, Andrew Walsh, Andrew Wilson, Anchor, Attila, Austin Taylor, Betimus Max, Better Valerian, Black Double H, Blood for the Blood God, Bwayne Gunn, Chris, Corky Circus, Dapper Go, David Van Diepen, Daniel Pete, Don, Dunk217, Emerald Beam, Foosh, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, Genji Zerka, Gothamo, Grey, Haji Dumar, I am Sagataire, Icy the Great, Jackson P, Jay Lara, Jacob Wolfie, Jason Sushu, Jose, Jubas Crust, Joran De Vries, Jessica Smith, Jilp's Lucky Sister, Jilly Blondel, Joseph Beer, Justin Plock, Justin Rules, Justin Walters, Llewellyn Thomas, Luke Wallace, Manuel Bosic, Lepus. Did I say Lepus? Might have said Lepus twice now. Thank you. Mustolp, Monty, Mosi Sampson, My Name Isn't Dio, Nathan Flores, Nathaniel Lundberg, Nick, Noah Gallimore, Organised Confusion, Pan Samu, Pantherpel, Peyton Denisar, Russian Oligarch Billionaire, Ryan Hooper, Sam Kier, Shardul, Shari, Smirtworm, Smooth Octopus, Socrates, Super Nanny 089, Sweet C, Talar, Voodoo Mumbo, Void Prince Kibo, Will Wade, Wilson Atef, Wolfie, Yellowfall, Yorkers, Zach Zetlock, and Zico2. Thank you for your support. See you all tomorrow.